Alright, hey, this is Doug with Rusted Wrench Garage. So today we're going to do a little bit more work on the Camaro. As you can see, I'm by myself. I'm always by myself. But, you know, we took the car out last weekend, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyhow, we took it out, run 1044 at 129, but car's still going lean. Way lean. Hoping we didn't damage anything. So we're trying to figure that out, and was talking to the buddy of mine, Louisiana Steve. He come up with this long-haired weirdo idea, and after arguing with him about it for, I don't know, hour, 3 minutes and 42 seconds, I decided, well, we'll check out his theory. So let me show you what that theory was. So he thinks that running down the track at 9 mile an hour, all that air rushing in here is pressurizing up that carburetor, making it go lean. So, like I said, we argued about it. He called Holly and talked to them, and you know what? They agreed with him. So here was the suggestions that he made and they made, that we run some hoses into the vents, bring them out the back, keep air from rushing in there, and drill holes in the back of this scoop to relieve some of the pressure. So that's what I did. We're going to try that. But also we have the fast fuel. Let me show you the fast fuel thing in here to monitor, you know, what my carburetor's doing, whether it's going too rich or too lean. And we got that all hooked up in there with the sensors. That was showing it was going too lean. So we put the power grid in there. I guess you've seen that when we did that. We got the power grid in this where we can control a lot of the stuff from the computer. So Louisiana Steve, he decided to send me this. I got it all laid out here on the bench. And what it is the, I got to put my glasses on because he said that when I don't wear my glasses, I misread stuff. The MSD Wideband O2 sensor, part number 7766. And that's what it consists of. But the good thing is, it says right here, plug and play. Well, I can plug and play. So we are going to pull the old system out of there, put this new system in. You can see it come with the new O2 sensors, and you know, they were sparing on the wires. So we had to get longer wires to be able to go there, and the rest of this stuff. So I've kind of looked through the instructions the best that I want to, because you all know me, I don't like to read instructions. And we're going to pull the old system out, put the new system in. That way the computer monitors everything. We can come back into the computer and see what's going on there, and see where we go from there, because we're going to take it again next weekend. If you watch my last video, I don't think I filmed it, but I pulled the transmission out and pulled the 35,000 stall out and put the 6,000 stall back in it. So we're going to do that, make some runs, and can we just get it in the 9s? 999, 1001s. Can we do something? Can we just get it where it's not going lean? Let's go there first. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to pull this old system out, and then we'll put the new system in. Okay, the old system is out. There's that. You see, it's got the same short wire sensors, but it came with some pretty long extra wires to go with it from the right and the left, and the power cord and the screws, and that's all that one consists of. So it's out. We were out with the old. Let's go in with the new. Alright, as you can see, we got the new sensors in. And it comes with new bungs that you can weld in there. We already had some in there, so we didn't have to use them. We just pulled the old ones out, screwed those new ones in there. Now, it's time for the fun part. Run wires. Alright, we've got to find a place to put this. So, I'm thinking there. Installed. That'll work right there. Probably won't screw it to that console. Probably get some Velcro and stick on there. And that should live there just fine. So, next problem we got is getting these wires ran down to the sensors, O2 sensors, through the firewall into that grid box, and they're just not going to be long enough. So we're going to have to figure that out. Let me jack the car up and see, because we don't want the wires hitting the headers or getting tangled up in the drive shaft, which they're not even long enough to come close to doing that. But we got to figure out a safe way to run those, one for each side, to get them back inside the car. Let me get her jacked up, see if we can't figure out something there. Okay, got it jacked up, and those cords are so short, what I had to do is drill a hole in my transmission tunnel. I drilled one on this side and one over on that side to get these cords to be able to come through. So we'll get all that hooked up, and then I'm going to have to bracket them up underneath there somehow so they stay off of the headers. So that's where we're at so far. And I know, I apologize, this thing is shaky. My camera quit working, so I'm trying to do this on my cell phone, so bear with me. So I got this adapter plug. Those two ends have got to plug into this. And this is going to run over and plug into all that mess over there. So we're going to go ahead and plug that up. And then we can see how much slack we got left to figure out where we're going to put these. But yeah, these will just plug into there. So let me get them plugged in and continue on. Okay, I told you wrong. There's another cable that comes with this, and it plugs into here, and then it's got ends on it where this plugs into one side of your O2 sensor. This one plugs into your other side of the O2 sensor, and then it's got a cable that comes off of there and runs in and plugs into this box, and then this box will plug into there. So, and then we got your power wire right here that's going to hook up to a, where's it at? To a power source. Then you got these wires, and these we're not using, so we'll just cap them off. So you can see I got a mess in here. Figure out where all this stuff fits. But anyhow, that's how it hooks up. You just put the sensors in there, run the cables up, hook them into the cable that was supplied with your little grid on both sides, plug it in, plug this into your existing grid, give it some power, and figure out where to mount it all. And that's pretty much it. Don't mind the wiring mess in there. Maybe it didn't explain it so good, but let's just look at the instructions. So you got your sensors, they go in, and this cable here, it comes with this. That we had to buy separate. So, you know, that cable, it'll just plug in there, and then it plugs into your sensors. You know, it plugs into this cable, and this cable will plug into there. That side, and that side does the same thing. And then it'll plug into your bar here, and then all that's took care of. That's all done. Then here's where we got a little confused. It shows this plugging from here into your grid. Well, just eliminate that. The way mine is, we don't have that. This here, I've already got this cable, and it's plugged into everything else. Trans brake, all the electronics. So, but the grid has another plug on it that had this little resistor in there. Pull that resistor out, and then there's a cable coming off your grid here that will plug into that. I hope I made that easy. Maybe once we get it all bolted up and put where it needs to be, we'll show you. Maybe it'll make more sense. Okay, it's all in. So you can see the rat's nest of wires there. It's in. Here's a mess. It'll work. We got a mess of wires. It would have been all right if the cables would have been a little bit longer to go from the sensors up to the grid, but it is what it is. I had to drill holes in the transmission tunnel to bring them wires through there. But I mean, like I showed you, it's a pretty simple hookup. It would have been easier, like I said, if we had longer wires. But we're going to run it that way this weekend, and then we'll clean up that whole wire mess one other day. I just want to get it back to the track as long as the weather holds out. So anyhow, that's Doug from Rusted Wrench Garage. Appreciate you watching, and please subscribe.